Hello, friends, and welcome to Decoded Buddha. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt so angry that your hands shook, that your voice cracked and your chest burned like a furnace? We all have. But what if I told you, anger is not your enemy, it's a message, and the Buddha, 2,600 years ago, knew exactly how to read that message. Today, I want to share with you one of the most beautiful stories I've ever come across, a story of a simple man and the fire inside him. And through his journey, you might just understand your own. There once lived a humble farmer in a small village near the Ganges. He was strong, sincere, and respected. But behind his calm face was a secret. He had a temper, a big one. At home, he loved his wife and child deeply, but the smallest thing would set him off. His son spilled rice, he shouted. His wife asked a second question, he snapped. Even the barking of a stray dog in the night made his chest tighten with rage. And afterward, he hated himself for it. He didn't want to be this way, but every time, anger just came. One evening, after a long day in the field, his child accidentally broke a clay water pot. A simple mistake, but something in the farmer snapped. He yelled, he cursed. His son trembled, his wife cried. And that night, he didn't sleep. He sat outside his hut, head in hands, wondering, why do I do this? Why can't I stop? What is wrong with me? The next morning, he walked for hours to the nearby monastery where Buddha was teaching. When he reached, his hands were shaking. He sat in front of the Buddha and whispered, "Bhante, I have hurt the ones I love. I don't want to. But anger, it comes so fast. What do I do?" The Buddha didn't speak immediately. He just watched him. And then, with a soft smile, Buddha said, "Let me tell you a story. Imagine," Buddha began, "a man walks through a desert holding a pot of burning coals. He grips it tightly, even though it burns his hands. He screams, 'This fire is hurting me!' But the fire replies, 'Then why do you carry me?' The farmer looked puzzled. Buddha leaned forward and said gently, 'Anger is not something others give you, it is something you carry. It's not about what they did, it's about what's happening inside you. Anger feels like it's coming from outside, but it's really something boiling within.' And here's the part where modern science agrees with Buddha completely. Today, psychologists call anger a secondary emotion. That means anger is not the root, it's the reaction. Beneath anger, there's usually something else. Hurt, fear, insecurity, shame, or the feeling of being disrespected or helpless. When something touches that deeper wound, anger rises like a shield. It makes you feel powerful, when deep down, you might just feel out of control. Inside your brain is a small structure called the amygdala, your fight or flight center. When the amygdala senses any threat, even emotional, it floods your body with adrenaline. Your heart races, your fists clench, your voice rises. Here's the twist. Your brain can't tell the difference between a real tiger and someone insulting you. To the brain, a threat is a threat. So when your child spills milk, your brain reacts like you're under attack. That's why anger comes so fast. Not because you're a bad person, but because your brain is wired for survival. But Buddha wasn't interested in just explaining it. He was here to heal it. The farmer asked, "Bhante, if anger is within me, then how do I stop it?" Buddha smiled. "You don't stop the fire with fire, you stop it with understanding. Next time anger comes," he said, "don't fight it, observe it, welcome it like an old guest. Say to yourself, 'Ah, here is anger.'" This is called affect labeling, naming your emotion. Studies from UCLA show that when you label what you're feeling, your amygdala calms down and the rational part of your brain, prefrontal cortex, activates. Just saying, "This is anger," gives you space to respond instead of reacting. It's like pressing the brakes before your car crashes. Buddha explained, "Anger always asks for something. Make it fair, make them respect me. Make this right. But reality doesn't bend to our wishes, and when the world doesn't follow our script, we burn. So the question is not, why is this happening? But rather, can I accept that it is? That night, the farmer went home. His son dropped his wooden toy. The sound echoed in the room. His old self, the one who shouted, twitched inside. But this time, he paused. He remembered Buddha's words. This is anger. He breathed. He didn't react. And for the first time in years, his house stayed quiet. No yelling, no crying, just silence, healing silence. You can't stop anger by force. You can only understand it. And when you name it, watch it, breathe through it. You begin to loosen your grip on the burning coal you've carried for years. And slowly, the fire begins to go out. This was just the beginning of the farmer's transformation. But Buddha didn't stop here. He gave the farmer 3 timeless methods to dissolve anger from the root. These methods, backed by modern neuroscience, have changed lives across centuries. Technique number 1, the pause of awareness. When the fire rises, Buddha said, pause, just for a breath. Modern neuroscience calls this the sacred pause. When we interrupt the pattern, even for just 5 seconds, the brain's amygdala activity drops and the prefrontal cortex, your wise brain, kicks in. Even a single conscious breath can change your reaction. Buddha taught, when anger knocks, don't open the door, just sit, watch, breathe. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling beneath this fire? Next time anger rises, don't fight, don't react. Pause. Name the emotion. Breathe in deeply and let your mind return to balance. Even 10 seconds can save a relationship, a moment, or your peace. Technique number 2, compassion for the trigger. The farmer asked, but what if someone keeps disrespecting me? Am I just supposed to let them walk over me? Buddha answered, when someone throws fire at you, do you catch it with your bare hands, or do you let it fall to the ground? Compassion does not mean weakness. It means choosing not to carry poison someone else created. Modern psychology calls this reframing. When we view others not as villains, but as humans with their own pain, anger dissolves into understanding. Studies in compassion meditation, like loving-kindness meditation, show that regular practice reduces amygdala activation and increases emotional regulation. It literally rewires your brain to respond with empathy instead of rage. When someone hurts you, pause and ask, what kind of pain must they be in to behave this way? You don't excuse their action, but you refuse to drink their poison. You protect your peace by choosing compassion. Technique number 3, letting go of control. This one shook the farmer the most. Buddha said, the root of anger is control. You want life to obey your plans, but life bows to no one. When it rains, you get wet, but only the angry man curses the clouds. Most of our anger comes from unmet expectations, not from what happened, but from what we thought should happen. The brain builds models, expectations, and when reality doesn't match, it signals error, which triggers threat. That threat becomes stress, frustration, anger. But when you train your mind to accept what is, you close that error loop, and the brain returns to peace. Let go. Let go of the belief that people must respect you, that things must go your way, that life must be fair. Instead, embrace what is, and act from there with clarity, not fury. Suffering is wanting reality to be different than it is. Byron Katie Weeks. Later, the farmer came back to the monastery. His face had changed, not blank, not stiff, but soft, light. He bowed and said, Bhante, I still feel anger sometimes, but now I see it, I sit with it, and slowly it fades, like mist in morning sun. Buddha said nothing. He just smiled. Because the real victory is not in never feeling anger, but in no longer being ruled by it. What this means for you, if you're watching this right now and thinking, "But I get so angry, I can't help it," then listen closely, friend. You are not broken. You are not evil. You are not weak. You're just carrying a fire that was never yours to begin with. And like the farmer, you can learn to put it down. It starts with just one breath. Before the farmer left, Buddha said, "If you fight anger, it will fight you back. If you fear it, it will hide in you. But if you watch it, with eyes of awareness and heart of kindness, it will pass like a shadow in the light." We hope this story touched something inside you, because anger is not just a feeling, it's a call to heal. If you want more such stories where we bring Buddha's timeless wisdom and modern brain science together, please, like this video, share it with someone who might need peace today. Subscribe to our channel, Decoded Buddha, because every week we bring stories that can change your mind and your life. And for more in-depth articles, guided practices, and deeper teachings, please visit our website, www.decodedbuddha.com. We're building a space of healing, and we'd love to walk this path with you. Thank you for staying till the end. Your journey to peace has already begun.